Hey guys, welcome back to my second channel, and today I'm talking about something that I've been wanting to talk about forever, and now that I think I have fully proven, fully functioned, and fully tested this product, I think I'm finally able to review it. And today in this video, I will be reviewing Future Motion's Onewheel XR. Let's get into the video. Okay, so where do I start about this? Future Motion's Onewheel XR tends to be a very expensive product to most people, coming at a whole whopping $17.99 US retail without tax. And that may be a lot for a lot of people, but about last year they released a smaller and cheaper version called the Onewheel Punt, which I also own. And my opinion, I will do a review and an opinion on that as well. But today we are talking about the XR. So what comes with the XR? Well, you get your charger and the Onewheel itself, and an instruction manual and a small handful of business cards that you can pass around to people who say, hey, what is that thing you're riding? I've had this Onewheel for about a year now. I purchased it off, I actually didn't purchase this off Future Motion. I actually bought this on an eBay sale. I actually paid less than a stock XR. I paid $1,500 for this because it had 100 miles on it already. It came with a fender, and it came with a whole bunch of other cool parts. It actually came with the replacement front bumper, which I actually broke in a previous video. And so that came in clutch, and I saved a ton of money getting this little setup. But I still recommend you buy from Future Motion anyways, because even though they sell Onewheels, they also sell parts. They sell extended chargers, they sell wheels, they sell fenders, they sell pretty much everything you need for your Onewheel and care. For example, I bought this here mag handle from Future Motion itself. But enough about that. I'll talk about my review of the Onewheel. I have clocked over 1,100 miles on a Onewheel now, so I'd have enough confidence to say I have enough experience and enough hours clocked on a Onewheel to give a proper review. And I'd say the Onewheel is worth every single penny you buy. Sure, it might be expensive to most people, but if you can afford a Onewheel, I'd say buy it. In my honest opinion, when you're living in an urban city like I am, you have a lot of bike lanes and a lot of sidewalks and a lot of traffic. I live here in Tempe, Arizona, so a lot of people don't know how to drive. And just literally a couple days ago, I witnessed lots of car accidents, and I've actually gotten hit 3 times here in Arizona on a Onewheel myself. But that'll be for another day. But I'm here talking about the Onewheel. So, with the Future Motion's Onewheel, the XR claims that you can get about 12 to 18 miles of range. Here in Arizona, since it's the desert and we live in such a flat area, I can clock about 20 to 26 miles on a single charge. That's a lot for the XR, and that's why it makes it so worth it. Having that extra distance and extra power to go beyond where you work or whatever you want to travel is beautiful, and carrying your charger with you and finding places to charge it can literally double and triple the amount of miles you can get on a single charge. That is the glorious beauty about the Onewheel. But here's the thing, how do you ride a Onewheel? Well, if you ride skateboards or snowboards, which I actually say that the Onewheel is a snowboard on land, you just need to find your center of balance and getting the learning curve out of the way to ride a Onewheel, and you're totally fine. You are smooth sailing from there. Other than that, riding a Onewheel is pretty easy. Now we're here to talk about the durability of a Onewheel. Onewheels are extremely durable. Like, they are Tonka tough when it comes to durability. I literally crashed into a light pole on a really crappy street, and I was still able to get on my Onewheel. I'll link the video where I recorded that in the description below. And so if you think the Onewheel is not worth the money, I'd say you're wrong. Just because of how a Onewheel is able to survive a crash. Or I've heard stories of people messing up their Onewheels and still getting back on, but I think what happened to me was pretty critical, and the fact that I was still able to get on it is the most amazing thing in my life. The practicality of a Onewheel. So unfortunately, there are pros and cons when it comes to riding a Onewheel, being that they're a lot more, I'd say in my opinion, they're a lot more dangerous than most other sub-electric vehicles. Me defining sub-electric vehicles like electric scooters and electric longboards. And so, even though the Onewheels are very pricey, more expensive than your electric scooters and your boosted boards and your electric longboards, that's one of the cons when it comes to a one wheel, and say the danger level of a one wheel, because you're basically riding on a teeter-totter. And so if you ride too fast, the one wheel has a thing called pushback, and pushback means that the one wheel is physically warning you that you're going too fast. That's the thing about one wheels. But with the XR, it naturally does pushback, but you can clock about speeds of almost 27 miles per hour without having any issues. But I do want to disclose and warn you that you are not going to be able to buy a one wheel out of the box and immediately go 27 miles per hour. You need to break in your one wheel. You need to learn to teach your one wheel how to fight against that pushback, and learn, hey, the one wheel can be comfortable enough to ride the speed. That is the thing I want to disclose. But other than that, the practicality of a one wheel, being able, in my opinion, being able to bring your vehicle that can bring you to work inside your workspace is enough for me. It's saved me so much money on gas, and it saved me so much just time, and it's such a just pleasure and power to ride a one wheel. But once again, another con with the one wheel is the weight of a one wheel. They weigh about almost 30 pounds. I believe the XR weighs about 28 pounds. So let that please as you will. But on the plus side, you'll get some pretty beefy gains from all the arm curling and workout you get of just carrying a one wheel. But that's why Future of Motion has released the mag handles. Or you can go to craftandride.com and buy one of their Velcro side handles. So there are ways to fight against the practicalities and impracticalities of buying a one wheel, being the weight and how clunky it is. But if you look past all of that, you'll find a beautiful, well-tuned piece of machinery. I've been riding one wheels for so long, and I just love them to death. Now let's talk about which one wheel is the right one for you, the Pint or the XR. If you look back in the previous problems I mentioned in this video and you want to buy a one wheel, it's either the Pint or the XR. Well, it depends on where you live and how much battery you need, in my opinion, because both one wheels are capable of riding off-road, and both one wheels are capable of getting you where you need to go. The Pint has a range of 6 to 8 miles, but here in Arizona you can also get 10 to 12, or depending on how flat of an area where you live. And the XR, once again, 12 to 18, but you can also get about 20 to 26 here in Arizona, or if you live in a relatively flat area. So the difference between being able to ride the difference between buying a Pint and an XR is all about travel, in my honest opinion. If you know you're going to be staying in the state that you are and you're never going to need to take your one wheel anywhere but just by riding it, I say buy an XR, because with airline regulations, you're not allowed to take a battery over 168 watt hours. No, 160 watt hours. The XR has 325, while a Pint has 148, well under the regulated limit. So, if you know how to pack a one wheel, or if you bought the Craft and Ride's one wheel bag, you'll literally be able to take a one wheel through the airport like it's nothing. I highly recommend you don't put it under the belly of the plane, or else you're going to have issues with TSA. What I've done, in my personal opinions, I put my one wheel in the bag, and I was able to bring it literally through the terminal onto the plane like it's nothing. Because also COVID travel, and I recommend not traveling anywhere with COVID right now. But I digress. So if you want to buy a one wheel, it all depends on the needs and the functionality you want from it, or the functionality. So if you want to buy a one wheel, it all depends on the needs and the functionality of what you're looking for in said one wheel. Other than that, I've been riding one wheels for so long, and I want to keep riding one wheels. They just released a new update where you can have badges on your one wheel, so you can earn little achievements and flex off to your other friends. Anyways, thank you all for watching. If you guys want me to elaborate more details on why you should buy a one wheel, leave a comment down below. If you have any questions, I'll be willing to respond. Anyways, thank you all for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.